Hello everyone, Dee here from Arts with Dipti Lamba. Well, we are now into November and happy 3rd of November. Yeah, that's a big hi from me and Sweet Pea. As you can see, she's sleeping behind me. It's a sleep time 2 to 4. That's when I generally do my YouTubing and she's decided to sleep. The lighting is much better. My tech guy helped me with it. So today we're going to be doing Madhubani art. For this week, we're going to do Madhubani art. Next week, we're going to do Rajasthani art. The third, we're going to do Tanjore art. And the fourth week, I've yet to decide. I haven't decided which of the Indian state we're going to touch in the subcontinent. I haven't decided. So Madhubani art basically comes from. I got my notes. Madhubani art basically comes from the state of Bihar. Madhu means honey, Bihar, and Bani means forest. And you can look it up on the map. Now information is so easily available. And this art was basically traced back to the time of the Ramayana when, in ancient times, when King Janak commissioned artists to paint his walls, the walls of his palace, for the upcoming wedding of Sita, his daughter, to Lord Rama. And that's when the artist, totally transformed the palace and made it look very beautiful with paintings of animals and peacocks and, all the creatures of the forest. That time, India was deeply, heavily forested. Bihar is still very beautiful to look at, and it borders Nepal. So Madhubani art also, is made by the Nepali people. They have their own version of Madhubani art. So this art form was basically passed down amongst the women, and so there are five main styles. Yes, my notes. Five main styles of Madhubani art. You have the Bharani, which means filling, and it is basically was done by the India, caste system. We had the caste system in the back, but now it's banned. So still there, but caste politics and whatever. But so the first one is Bharani. It is done traditionally by the Brahmin and the Kayast women, so the upper caste women, and it's totally filled up. And I will show some examples of it, and I'll give, you can go actually to Pinterest and you can have a look, just type it, and I'll write down the names, the different forms, and you can find examples on Pinterest. So these have very bright, vibrant colors. They would use red, blue, green, yellow, and all these are derived from the flowers. The dyes were taken from the flowers, and they would have bold black outline. The art would have bold black outline, no empty spaces in between, and it would depict religious themes of deities and mythology. So every corner would be filled in. So it was intricate work, and it would be up on the walls of the houses and of the huts. And then you have the Kachni. Kachni is line work. Kachni is basically intricate line drawing, primarily not done in black. They are not done in black because Kachni is paintings that are put up, on the walls of. Is it Kachni or is it? No, sorry, it's not Kachni, it's Kobar. Sorry. So Kachni is basically, so my brain was like, Kachni is basically cross hatching and fine work. So you would see the difference. There's a lot of cross hatching, a lot of triangles and geometric designs that are made, and minimum or no color. And this was done traditionally by the Kayast women. Then you have the Kobar. Now, Kobar is basically for the wedding chamber. This is the one that I'm talking about, where you don't use the color black at all, because in Hinduism and Hindu rituals, black is supposed to be inauspicious. Even white is kind of looked down upon because the widows were generally in the past wear white clothes. It's a color of mourning, both black and red. So they wouldn't use black, minimum use of black. Like generally, when you're doing a Kobar painting, you don't use black. And I can show you examples of a drawing that I did. So, and they would make these intricate paintings, and they would put them up on the walls of the bridal chamber, blessing them with fertility, prosperity, a lot of children, the whole works that goes with marriage. Then you have the godna. The godna is basically godna is basically it means tattooing. And this is a very subaltern part of the Madhubani art, because the women in this sector were the Dalit women, and they were not allowed to do Madhubani art in the Brahmin and the Kayast ways. And they were told not to, show the gods, the Brahmin gods. They were told that you can't visit the temple, you cannot depict these gods. So basically, they depicted their own subaltern gods. Things changed over time, as things do, and they now have their own art form, and it is promoted by the government. In fact, if you go to Delhi Haat in India, you would see a lot of Godna art as well. You will see a lot of handicrafts over there, and I highly encourage people, if you're visiting Delhi, go to Delhi Haat and please buy things from the craftsmen from there. That's genuine human made artwork, and we need more people to buy folk art. That's why my primary focus right now is on folk art from all over the world. So, because with the coming of AI, everything's becoming so generic, and we don't want to lose what makes us human. We don't want to lose our legacy. We don't want to lose our stories that have come down through generations. And I'm talking about just about every culture in the world. We need to preserve it. So, so then the last one is tantric art. Tantric art is basically, they would put up the Hindu mandalas and the Hindu sayings, the Sanskrit sayings on the walls. And they would be depicting the gods and the goddesses with them. And again, there are many examples of it, which you can see on Pinterest. So before I get on with it, before I get on to drawing, we need to do a little bit of our oracle reading. I like to start my day with that. So yeah, let's get to it. I did a lot of paintings with Madhubani art when I was a kid. It was easy, and then I got into art in a more substantial way and unlearned a lot of things, which I'll talk about when I share my work. Okay, what does the spirit have for us in this week, in store for us in this week? Let's have a look. Okay. I gotta stop feeling. When? No. Oh, same card. We're in the warrior spirit. We got this second last time, didn't we? Oh. Okay, so in the past, we were in the Abanolaka mode, which is justice, fierce, and commitment. So we had decided that we are going to forge a path, move forward. Right now, we are still feeling powerful devotion. We know our true worth. That's our true worth card. It's a nice card. And let's see the future card. The future card is also pretty. Hana, understanding, witness, compassion. So, I feel like a lot of people are learning their lessons and moving forward. And maybe we need to drop the I told you so attitude. I'm known to have it. I love my I told you so attitude. Goes with being a Leo, I'm sorry. She who listens. So when people come back to us and they say, I didn't know this was going to happen, maybe we need to just take a step back and be in our empathetic mode and say, okay, I understand. We all have our lessons to learn. Maybe this was your lesson to learn and my lesson was something else. I mean, we are always learning something or the other, and we need to witness their suffering, witness their their realization, and be more understanding and compassionate. And caveat is still maintain our boundaries. You know, that's something that's still very important. So yeah, I think this was a good reading. So I really like these cards. Now let's move on to Madhubani art, and it's happy art. Women art, folklore art has always been happy. Now I have a choice. Either I can use this new journal that I found in Secondhand Charles. I can either use this for Madhubani art, and it's very apt with the Ganesha, or I can continue with this one. But this will take me forever. I'm not sure about it, as you could see. But but I have work here, so I can't decide. I should have done a voting about it. But yeah, so let's talk about Madhubani art. So over the weekend I made a few icons, little pictures of Madhubani art. Now, as you can see, these are very simplistic forms. So they have the sun, the people, flowers in the circular forms, the lotus, side profile of people, trees. Then these are the borders. The naga is also very holy. Then you have the fish, peacock, elephant, tiger, the cow. And there are certain aesthetics to it, that I had a tough time following. It's they would have the bodies front facing, but they would be doing things sideways. It's something that I'm relearning, because that's a big no-no in art. If you're doing something sideways, your whole body generally turns sideways. But if you see Indian art, the old one and the folk art, the body is it's facing front, it's front facing, the body's front facing, but the arms are doing things sideways. It's an art form. It's got a word for it, which is slipping my mind. It is an art form. And so over the weekend, I started drawing. This is supposed to be my rendition of a Kobar painting. As you can see, I have not used any black. It's just gel pens, and it's bright. It's very bright. And the trees basically mean, a new start in a life. It's like spring coming to this bride's life. So new leaves, new start in life. Yeah, everything's going to blossom in her life. And this is the turning of time. That's her. This is supposed to be her husband. The bamboo. Bamboo is a sign of fertility. That's her husband. And that's what I did. You can make it very intricate. It can be very intricate if you generally take the ladies, of the household. It would take them months before the wedding to finish the artwork for the bridal chamber. It would take them a long time. Yeah. But for me, this took me an hour while watching TV. Then this is Krishna and Radha with the cow, the sacred cow. I tried my best to get away from the kawaii mode, but as you can see, I couldn't get away from it. It's cute. It's really cute. I didn't have the time to color it because I was trying to do the side movement, but as you can see, I failed. It is what it is. It's cute. I mean, I would give myself, if I try to call it folk art, I would give myself 30 out of 100 for this. I failed. I failed here as well, but at least I got the eyes right, because the eyes in Madhubani art are almond shaped. Yeah, and they're very pretty. So that's again Radha and Krishna, and I tried to do the whole Madhubani thing here, the leaves, the circles, the flowers. He's got his peacock feather. It's got his hand here. I might color this and share it. And this is the one I did today. This is the closest that I got to Madhubani art. And this is something that it's so simple that anyone who's just getting into art can do it. And it means a lot because the women generally are painted this way. And I would call this one more or less the way the Bharani art is. This is the Bharani art form. It's a lot of vivid colors, and that's how they portray their women. So today we're going to start with something like this, and then we will move on to something like this, and I will try and be more true to the art. How it is. So I have to decide, should I do this or should I continue with this? I'm really in 2 months. I really cannot make up my mind. Okay, let's do it in this. I think I'd be able to do more justice to the designs. They will be more intricate. And anyway, the art will be fast forwarded, so I can be as intricate as I like, and yeah, you guys can fast forward it even more. So let's get to it. And Ganesha is supposed to be the path opener, and he is also very wise, very loving, very kind. And if you work with Ganesha, you have any problems, you do his mantras and give him a lot of laddus and he will solve your problem. He doesn't ask for anything in return. He's one of the nicest gods, baby gods around. All right, so pencil. Did I put all my stuff away? As usual. I take cleanliness next to godliness a little to too much extreme sometimes. And then I have to look for things. It's like my eraser. Now, where did I put my eraser? Here we go. Okay, let's start. If you guys don't mind my pencil box over here. Right. So, now what I need. Again, it's here. The border. The border is very important. I need to move this a little this way. I'm short. My tech guy basically is very tall, and he helped me reorient everything. Yes, my tech guy is our oldest. He's very good with everything digital. He's as good as I'm bad. So anyway, he saw my setup, came in and he set it up properly. Did a better job than what I was doing. I struggle. He's good. He's really good. And I keep asking for help all the time with my computer and anything digital. I should learn, but I don't know why I feel scared. It's just the way I am. When we got our second car, I didn't drive our second car for 2 weeks. I was just scared. Something new. New scares me as if I would break it. And then I use it. I get used to it. Okay, stop chattering, Dee. Work. Do I give it a So, guys, my computer froze at one point. I didn't realize, and it stopped recording, and I just kept on painting. Yes, Sweet Pea woke up. I had to let her out. My computer froze. So, anyway, I finished the art piece, as you could see. Uh, I finished her, and I used all the happy colors. They basically are colors. They would get their dyes from flowers. All of them did from flowers, but in modern times, they all moved on to acrylics, gel pens, even oils. You can find their work in many galleries. So this is more the Bharni kind of art, very vibrant colors been used, and I had to basically control myself and not do too much shading. It, I didn't do any shading really, except from this point. I didn't do any shading. It's just straight on acrylic markers, and you can even do this with gouache. And yeah, next time I have to be more careful about my recording. Keep an eye. My computer just went into the screening mode and I didn't realize, and the recording stopped. So tomorrow we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do Godana, the tattoo style. It's basically art done in black pigment, and it's tattoo style. And either I'm going to do one of the subaltern goddesses, or I'm going to paint or draw a peacock, a Madhubani peacock. And that's going to be a lot of effort as well, because this is a big journal and you have to fill up the space. So it'll be an adventure, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Sorry about the thing that happened, the recording issue. You guys probably missed the latter half, but you get the gist of it. It happens. Okay, until tomorrow. Bye bye.